Howdy, 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 y'all. Says I'm live. Um, I am getting wearing this hat, getting ready to take you guys to a walk to the store and whatnot. Behind the store, if you know, you know. Ick, ick. Um, and I guess until somebody gets here, I will be turning the camera off and I'll start walking. Oh, Princess OPD, mwah, girl, you are reliable as the sun. Mwah. So I'm gonna turn this camera off and gather the rest of this stuff up, and then we're gonna take off. I have my hands full, but it'll be all right. Um, here we go. All right, take the cord and the battery pack and stick them in your pocket just in case shit goes crazy wrong. All right, that's in my pocket. Um, yeah, our water got shut off today. Not from not paying the bill, but somebody hit a water main somewhere. I don't know where. I It took me till this after. I mean, I've only known a couple of hours. It took me a long time to figure it out. I wonder why I didn't notice when the toilet didn't make any noise when I flushed it. I don't know. Sometimes I'm just distracted, I guess. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Yikes. Yeah. I don't have any kind of news about it. Like, I don't know how long it'll be out, but yeah, it's out. So one thing I do have to do is go to the store and get something to drink. I'm having to drink me a Belgian white shock top because there is nothing else in this house to drink. And I'm thirsty. Oh, look who it is. It's my favorite cryptid and yours, the cocksquatch.
I hear you got a drinking problem.
Yeah, I can't drink. It's a problem.
Oh, that is a problem.
How you doing, cocksquatch?
Chilling like a villain. You know, cheating Robin. Robin Stiller. What's up?
Uh, Getting ready to take a walk down to some nature stuff because I had some grasses and things I wanted to pluck out of the railroad margin, and I gotta get some water because our water's off because of someone hit the main.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah, yeah, it did it. It did it real good.
Yep.
All right, so I got my purse, I got the phone, got the cocksquatch, got the baskets. Yeehaw.
Oh, you nasty.
What?
Walking around with a cock squatch. What's wrong with you?
Oh, dude, I take my cockscotch with me everywhere.
Waka waka.
I mean, I unsubscribed from your channel, but that's no big deal, right?
We can get together and care about it later.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Oh my gosh. Now I'm not wanting to even do the grass thing. I'm just like, ugh, okay. But yeah, that's kind of what I have to. Oh, someone's here. Someone's here, y'all. It's
Yay.
Mighty Righteous, the man
Knock,
from
knock.
California.
Knock, knock.
Hey,
Who's
Mighty.
there? Yaw.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I got your message. I'm not good at math. I forgot.
That's okay. I forgot to tell you to math. And I usually will remind the people that need to math that they need to math.
Oh. Oh.
But I forgot.
Caucasian Sasquatch. How you doing, man? Booyah.
I'm a living specimen, as is. Greetings.
Hiya. Greetings.
Hiya.
Yeah.
I need to turn my camera around before I even start walking and make it easier. Camera.
Starkey's still setting herself up. Still on the setup.
Yeah.
Well, you have to leave everything to the very last minute. Otherwise, you might have to wait around for it to start or something.
I know. I know, right? I know.
Yeah. Otherwise, you might actually succeed. I mean, oh no.
I always
said
succeed.
I sat on all these links and now I got kicked out of my own stream.
That's how it works.
my mom had to take me down to the office building she worked at in Little Rock in my senior year for our final English paper, the big paper, and because it had to be typed up, and I sat in one part of the office writing it, and every page that I finished, I'd hand to her, and she'd type it up, and so that's a first draft, in case you weren't thinking something. That's a first draft, and I only missed 7 points, and they were typing errors.
Okay. Huh?
So wait until the last minute. It's a thing. It's a thing that I do. I do it very well.
Sharky's good at it.
Yep. Lots of practice.
I'm a dominant hominid.
There you go.
Wow, man.
Right.
Made me think. Making me think.
I'm a thing. It's totally a thing, didn't you know? I mean, Snark didn't know because she's not subscribed, but you might have known.
Lifetime subscription. Yes.
I tried, but she turned it down.
Dude, took away my wrench. I got really, really sad.
I thought I gave it back.
No, you didn't. I unsubscribed. But my other two channels are subscribed. My other two channels are subscribed, and they come by and say hi too.
Yeah, they don't count, do they?
Yeah, it's Snarky that's mad.
So I'm good with your other 17 personalities. Okay.
Oh yeah, you're one of the top 10 for sure. So they're really working on this property because it's the tobacco store guy, and I'm guessing either they bought it and they're doing this, or maybe they're leasing the building, but the landowner is doing this. But somebody's doing this. These are white oak trees.
Sharky. There's a sign somewhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get out of the direct sun, and then I'll put it on full screen. Oh.
But she has to learn to read. You know how they are in Arkansas.
Yep.
How are we?
I don't know. I've only met 2 people. And one of them crackers told me he was from Kansas.
Nope, not Kansas. But yeah, they're cutting them up. So there's lots of little, because I'm a scavenger anyway. So there's lots of little pre-cut little tiny pieces of wood that I could paint on.
Yeah.
And all kinds of other sticks and whatnot, if I find anything that's just special.
This is going to sound
a special
weird,
thing to jump out. Yep.
but there's unnatural trees there.
What's unnatural about them?
And pre-1920s, that area would have been covered with various types of nut trees, and after the chestnut blight came through, a lot of people, especially in like the Midwest states, and you're like on the edge of that whole Midwest grouping, they didn't know the difference, right off the top of their head. They recognized the difference in the forest, but when you're looking at a tree that's 150 foot tall, is it a chestnut? Is it a beech? Is it a whatever? So anything that fit the description of American chestnut got cut down. And the only things that were really allowed to grow back were things like white oaks and water oaks, scrub oaks.
Yeah.
Like
Did you know that a white oak, let me point the camera at one, has weird skinny leaves like that instead of like oak leaves?
Yes, we call those water oaks here.
They call them white oaks when I looked them up. And I was like, oh.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. But I had been looking at the trees that look like that. There's several on the walks. And I was like, what kind of tree is that? And then finally, somehow it occurred, if I found out that it was an oak tree, I was like, that come. I mean, it's just cool. I come walk this weird, we're behind the Dollar General. And
where's your
there's the railroad.
I don't see them. They're not around.
No, this is a 6,000 person town. There's no crackheads visible. They might be walking with a backpack, but So are all the regular homeless people too. But these are the grasses that I was looking at last year. When they start making their seed heads, there's so many different kinds. They got these ear cleaners. These are the biggest ear cleaners I ever did see. Fuzzy, fuzzy, fuzzy. I
Yep.
just taught the kids they were called ear cleaners when they were little.
Don't use
And
them to clean your ear. You'll find out.
but don't use them to clean your ears. It's just a funny thing we call this grass seed. But you know that passion flower that you told me about, or that you identified, Coxsquatch? There's one of the. That's the only fruit that I've seen. But I did catch a video that was telling me about the fruits, but they
Yep.
didn't say anything about Buckeye. But I already forgot if you're allowed to eat it or not, so I'm not going to.
I don't think so.
I don't
I mean,
remember.
I don't think it'll kill you, but it's not very tasty. Now,
It might not
there's
kill you, but it'll make you want it, feel like you want it dead.
Ooh.
there's do y'all have pawpaws up there?
No, I've never got to see a pawpaw.
See, this bothers me. This really bothers me. I've heard myths, just like scorpions. I've heard legends and myths of pawpaws my whole life. I am in
Yeah.
prime. I am living and have lived my entire life in prime pawpaw territory, and I have never in my life seen either a living pawpaw tree or an actual pawpaw. I do not believe they exist.
They do. I've seen videos, and I think you meant my fruit guy Jared. You did a
Me?
video with him once. My fruit guy Jared. He's definitely
But listen,
went and found them.
I can go get a green ball and say it's a pawpaw too.
Okay, they only grow on the water. You're not going to find them in the woods.
I hear you. I am in swamp territory. They're everywhere. Here is on the water. There is no not on the water here.
That's what Dollar General does with the cat food or dog food where the bag gets damaged or something. They dump it out so that people can't do anything with it. They have to. It's not the lady's fault. It's capitalism. Now, hey, Mighty, remember when I had white eyelashes right after I got beat up by the cops? And I was walking that one morning. And I was walking that one morning. And I was like, ooh, heart-shaped leaves. These are gorgeous. I wonder what they are. Well, there's more. And they have little flowers on them. I guess they're closed now because it's the heat of the day. But they're like trumpet shaped, like a trumpet bell, like from
What's the story,
Victrola.
Mark?
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Freeside, how you doing, bud?
Freestyle, what's up? Nice.
Glory.
Big hug.
Freeside.
Are you sure it's not a morning glory?
No, I'm not sure actually, but yeah. Now that you say that, yeah.
Morning glories
They're so
close
tiny.
before noon. Yeah, but there's all kinds of morning glories.
Apparently, and I would know that too. It just didn't occur to me. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen a morning glory, but they were a lot bigger than those flowers.
Yeah,
they were a lot bigger than those.
These are wild. The ones you buy at the store, they get huge. Have you ever seen a good old fashioned moonflower?
I think I might have seen one in a video recently, but no, not in real life.
When I first moved into the house here, I had a bunch of moonflowers that I had been growing out at Pops. And when I moved out from there, I didn't take any of the actual plants. I just grabbed a handful of seeds. Because I'm a moron, I decided to plant a couple of them here and a couple of them there next to all my downspouts on the house. When they started growing, I trained them up the downspouts. This was an error. So in order to fix this error, I decided to put strings from gutter system down to the front of my stoop over here where the little walkway is. And I just run it down to the rails going down the steps. It grew up part of my roof and almost peeked over the top before the summer was over. It would make it about 3/4 of the way up there, and then the heat would get so much in the valley on there that it would just cook the leaves.
That is crazy.
It was wild. At night, bro, you'd come by and my house looked like it was fucking glowing. It was covered with so many blooms.
That's neat though. But yeah, we had a big bunch of ivy on the fence whenever I first moved into this place, and it was last something happened over the winter, and it was probably me trying to clean up dead stuff. I probably broke a root system or something, and killed the whole damn fence worth. We're just now getting a little regrowth down at the bottom. It broke my heart, especially since I think I'm probably the one that did it. There wasn't really any other reason I could fathom that it would have just all died like that. There's so many different plants here. It just makes my little ADHD heart go pitter pat, man.
Patter, patter.
Have you seen any goldenrods yet?
Goldenrods.
I don't see any, but
I'm not seeing any yellow tall stuff. No.
See, that's the thing here. I don't know. I mean, you're a little further north, so it might not be quite so ironclad with you. Here, once the goldenrods pop out, you got about 3 weeks till the first frost.
Yeah.
And it also coincides with our ragweed blooms. So a lot of people think they're allergic to goldenrods, but they're not. They're allergic to ragweed. It's just that you don't generally. We have short ragweed. Was it called lesser ragweed or whatever? So it don't get much taller than your ankle, but it's just as effective at fucking up your sinuses.
Oh yeah. Bruh. Oh, that's a big one. They left it. Maybe they'll leave it. I know I used to cut trees with my husband, my last most current still alive husband. He's a roofer and a tree cutter, so I've done both those things.
So
yeah.
Buried more men than Cecil B. DeMille.
I don't know, a couple anyway, huh?
This bitch got a body count, y'all.
Look, tunnel. There's another one. Oh, I wish I was little. And I had a sword.
Yeah, yes.
Another one over here. Looks like the perfect. Yep. That is so neat.
Don't forget your hat. You need a hat.
Hat's on my head.
Yep.
Those are the most evil freaking things that hang on a tree.
There's sweet gum.
I hate them.
That you can
the devil made them.
You can make syrup from that tree.
I figured that there was probably some edible property. Otherwise, they would have knocked them out 1,000,000 years ago.
Well, they're just tough as nails. Down here, or quite often, because I'm in like heart of kudzu country, sweet gums are one of the trees that are capable of like surviving a kudzu covering.
Oh man, kudzu's a trip.
Kudzu's wild. Kudzu is some of the greatest stuff ever discovered.
Exactly.
In the right area. But in the wrong area, it's bad.
Yeah, I mean you can eat it and stuff too. It's great.
Sure. Animals love it at first.
Yeah.
But the thing is they can't eat enough of it to stop it from doing what it does. So what we've got around here locally, we don't really have a kudzu problem because we have a goat. We have goat people, and these goat people. If I know what you're saying, it sounds crazy, but let's say you're somewhere and for whatever reason, you have kudzu sprout on your property and it starts trying to take over like it does so fast here, right? One day, some point in time this summer, maybe next summer, somebody will show up, leave a note on your door, and all the kudzu would disappear. It'd be like, hey, I'm feeding my goats, and you had some kudzu, it looked like a problem, so I just fed your kudzu to my goats. They did that a couple of years, no more kudzu.
Huh.
Well, that's good.
Interesting.
Now,
And
it
yeah,
takes
I've thought about like maybe getting a goat. There's been times when I lived on a property that would just been nice if I had a goat.
I dig it, but it's not as effective as you think. You kind of need a herd.
Yeah, yeah. I met a one goat yard service once, and that was one fat goat. All right, alkaline water.
So I got this guy down here, lives just outside the county over here. He's got like 1,000 goats. And he's got like 8 kids or so. Each one of his kids went and bought a horse trailer and revamped it, made it into a 2-tier goat trailer. Each one can carry around 400 goats or something like that. It's an absurd number. I don't know how many. It might just be 50, but it looks like a whole freaking bunch, right? And so you can call these guys. Let's say you buy a property and it's not really livable. You can call these guys and tell them you want what's called a total treatment. They'll bring a couple of hundred goats, a couple of hundred chickens, and a couple of hundred ducks, put up a temporary fence around your property, turn them loose at it. 8 hours later, if there's anything living in there, you should shoot it. Kill it with fire before it reproduces, because chickens, ducks, and goats will wipe that whole place from the waist down, from like head high down. There will be nothing. Here's the best part: because they're mobile, because of how they function, they load up one load of goats as they get full and stop eating, take them back. Just another load of goats shows up. They turn them loose in the same little paddock, and I'm telling you, dude, if there's anything alive in there, kill it with fire before it reproduces.
That's crazy.
Sounds crazy, but it's so terribly effective.
Weird, man. Goats. Those pupils, man, I can't take it. Just weird. Ugh. So I have a new hobby, or temporary interest, whatever you want to call it. Can you hear me?
I'm having a sneezing fit. I'm sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm just having a sneezing fit.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all! Guess who's here? It's one of my YouTube dads. It's Spliffy Bop, y'all.
Who's here? Who's here?
Hurricane Spliffy in the house.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Hey,
Yeah,
Dad.
pretty good. I had surgery this morning.
Yeah, you feeling okay from it?
You're a
Yeah,
soldier,
fun.
son.
Without the, obviously. Buds gave me a ride.
Good.
I couldn't figure out how to get you on my laptop. I'm on my phone.
Okay. Freeside says Spliffy.
Yeah, I doing free stuff. So,
Can I call you Sir Spliffs a lot?
so sure. So I finish up with the surgery, and the nurse comes in and she says, "Do you have a strainer at home that you could strain your kidney stones into?" And I said, "Well, so about a millisecond to think about that." I said, "No, like who's got a pea strainer at home?" So she gave me a strainer that I have to well, for the next couple of weeks before I see the doctor again. And I have to kidney stone.
I feel for you. I have kidney stones that have I've been absolute bane of my existence for the past 20 years. I try to explain to people what it's like, and there's nothing like it. If you've ever been stabbed with an ice pick covered in battery acid with a taser attached to it, you're kind of close.
I see.
It's rough, dude. Like, kidney stones suck.
I'm not looking forward to it. They went in today and broke up a large one in my bladder. That's what they
Okay.
do.
All right. So check this out. Check this out. You have kidney stones that are in your kidneys and kidney stones that are in your bladder. When they move to your bladder, you have a much higher chance of having a type of infection that's carried along with it because of the shape and nature of the stone itself. So chances are, now that they've broken it up, it'll actually feel better than it has.
Oh, good.
Because, you know, it has been painful, correct?
No, it hasn't been painful at all.
You're a fucking god, sir. A god amongst men.
It's just been one large kidney. See, I had kidney cancer, and they removed one kidney, and then they found this stone in my bladder. You know, so now they went in and they couldn't. The passageway to my bladder was too small to get the stone out, so they went in and put in a stent. And then they went back today and went in and broke up the stone.
Alexander the Great had kidney stones. The part of the reason that he decimated Tyr was because he was upset he hadn't slept in 3 days because he had been up dealing with kidney stones. and then the city fell, and he was like, all right, boys, it's the wrong day to mess with Alexander.
What makes that little old Dan think he can move a rubber tree plant? He's got kidney stones.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll just have to wait a couple of weeks and see how much of this thing I pass, you know. But he wants me to collect the pieces. I don't know if he's going to put them back together. See if he got.
He's got a picture of it. Check it out. He's got a picture of it, and he's got a guesstimation on what the weight of it should be. Right.
I see.
They're gonna collect as much of it as they can and see if they've gotten, quote unquote, all of it without having to do expensive scanning and stuff.
I see. So they're not going to put it all together like puzzle parts.
Yeah, dude, I wish, man. Have you ever seen a picture of a kidney stone? They're freaking nefarious, man. They're evil, dude. Hold on, I'll bring one up. They're terrifying. I'm gonna terrify you. Actually, yours won't be this bad because they were just broken. But hold up. Are you in a position to be able to click the share thing, Snark?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, there we go.
Am I the only one brave enough to show their face today? Is that what's going on?
No, I was having a sneezing fit when you showed up.
I see.
All right, should be backstage.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, that's what's coming out your pee hole, bro.
Wow.
Right?
A tiny little piece.
Yeah, well, they range from all the way up to what you've got going on, which is an actual bladder stone.
All righty. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't need to look at that anymore.
Right?
Oh, dear.
Ooh, damn, running clean off the freaking show. Wait, did you try to drop the video?
Man, I didn't mean to.
Okay, maybe he'll be back.
I might have, though, because I'm trying to get out the store. Oh, somebody's here. Probably Spoopy Bot. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's so heavy. Spoopy Bot. Sorry about that. I might have did that.
Okay. Well, it says everyone can see and hear me, so I guess I'm in good shape.
Yeah, you're good. We got you.
Hey, y'all. It's my yin yang twin brother. Stupid.
I'm stupid.
You shush you.
Oh, wow.
Hey, this is my show. I got to keep talking.
You can just eat up that dead air. It's fine.
Yeah. Collateral damage be damned, you know?
Mhm.
Ooh. Yeah, it's forking hot out here. I might try again. Closer to evening.
I know. I do all that stuff in the morning, baby. Screw that shit. I'll get up at 4 a.m. I'll get up at 4 o'clock in the morning so I can be wake and rational when the sun comes up so I can go out and do a little bit of stuff that I need to do. Fuck that middle of the day shit.
I'm sorry you lived in such an enclosed, restrictive world.
Oh, dude, it don't matter here. It don't matter.
It don't matter.
You're actually far, not only farther north, but also higher in elevation than we are, right? So where you're
I
at,
wouldn't think so. No, that's against the safety rules. Goddamn motherfucker stopping in the middle of the street. And then I'm a bitch because I don't like it. They honk at me because I didn't ask them to. What the fuck? Goddamn motherfuckers don't know the law. You shouldn't have a driver's license, bitch. It makes me so mad.
Bitch.
I mean, it's not good manners to stop in the middle of an old highway to let someone cross unless they've got a fucking blind stick and a dog.
Hey, do they have to have the dog or can we just go with the
No, they
blind
don't have to have the dog.
Okay, cool.
Because the dog could get him across the street, technically.
Dude.
Ooh, I hate that shit though.
Yeah, well, here's the way I live when it comes to that, and this covers all road rage type incidents, right? I used to drive professionally for a window company. In the process of doing this, I came across lots of idiots driving, and I used to go freaking nuts, man. It drove me crazy because nobody knows how to drive but me, right?
Yeah.
So one day it occurred to me, and I was sitting at a red light, and it was just fixing to change, and I was looking at the people who were riding towards this yellow light, and the guy in front of me jumps the gun on the green light. It has not turned. And the guy over there is coming through, and I'm like, he's going to run the yellow light. I'm going to see this motherfucker get T-boned, and then I'm going to have to wait for an ambulance and a wrecker to clear the scene before I actually get out of here because I got like 30 foot of trailer behind me, right? I'm never getting out of here. And that's exactly what happened. And from that day forward, I've had zero road rage because I always expect people to do exactly the stupidest possible thing.
He's
and
still there.
If they don't, I am pleasantly surprised that it makes me happy.
Oh, Lord. God damn. I can't sit this motherfucker down. Stuck on my arm. Hey, dog, man. What? Oh, yeah, I broke the thing. Damn it. Oh, well, I'll fix it. Oh, fuck yeah. I'm soaking wet. It's so hot out there.
That's cool.
And she jumps out of the car, and the first thing she says is, I wasn't sleeping. Guess what she was doing? She was sleeping.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh. Hey, Spliffy. Hey, Spliffy. I'll be in town tomorrow.
Hello. Is everybody frozen?
No.
Yeah, it's you.
Everybody's frozen.
It's we. We're all just screwing with you by sitting really still.
That would be the way we'd screw with somebody, though, wouldn't it?
It might. Not us. We're not going to shut up for one thing.
No. Oh, shoot. I gotta find a tank top, man. Damn it.
She's being abused by the sun.
Whew.
Not her son, but the actual sun in the sky.
Yep. That bastard.
No damn red bastards. So what's up?
Ooh, much better. Find a tank top.
Always interrupts right when I'm talking. It's like she's got a
What?
fucking... You!
Me? What'd I do?
You're such a yacker.
Oh, someone's here.
Yakety yak. Don't talk back.
Don't talk back.
Chantilly lace with a pretty
Oh,
face, golden hair hanging down. Wiggle when she walks and a giggle when she talks.
Okay.
Um,
Where'd my glasses go? Okay. All right. No tank top, but t-shirt will do.
I think I need to
It's
go.
Snoopy again.
You
Yay.
just like showing
Yeah.
off your cleavage. That's all.
Where'd dog go?
I don't know.
Oh,
It's on there.
okay. That's cool.
Damn.
Good thing there wasn't a theme. We were trying to stay on point or anything. That's good. Oh, dear. Heck yeah. I've been smoking this Delta 8 in a vape pen cartridge thing.
Smoking crack.
Oh, my gosh. My lungs hate it. My lungs hate it.
Smoking crack.
Oh, no. I don't like crack.
Listen,
Crack is whack.
I got some of that CBD B or A or whatever it was. I'm not joking when I say this, and I mean this. Every single time I hit that thing, I would cough until I barfed.
Yep.
I just gave it away. I just gave it to somebody who was like, "You hit that." They were like, "Yeah, it's fine. It's pretty good, actually." And I was like, "Okay, fucking have that shit."
No. Hey there, dog pound. All right. I got my boys back.
Yeah.
Look at how tan you are. Oh my goodness, you're racially ambiguous now.
Ooh.
I like it.
Been working outside too much.
Hey, you got to
Not
drop the
too
heart
much.
before
She
you
likes
fell
them
out.
Latin boys.
Now, no, I got a tan, but you can only tell I got a tan if you can find the spot that doesn't have a tan.
Right right underneath her cleavage.
There's no tan there. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I should have known not to wear that scrub top to try to be outside in the sun. I forgot just that almost every little bit of that grass area is in the sun. And I ain't a spring chicken, I got reminded the other day.
She's a fall hedgehog.
I want to see that face. Looky there.
Hello, how you doing?
Hello. Oh my goodness, you look 20 years younger. What
There's a view
happened?
for you.
Is this what Virginia does to you?
Absolutely. I'm about
You
40
look
pounds
like
lighter.
you just had sex too.
No, not quite. I'm actually packing. I'm getting ready to hop on a plane at 3 a.m.
Don't do
Yeah,
it.
So I'm going to see Spliffy this weekend.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Don't do it. It's
You
a
going for a
trap.
beef sandwich?
Hopefully.
Okay.
Probably not this weekend, but we'll see. With making arrangements for the funeral, and I'm going to probably end up having to clean my mom's house for her, stuff like that. You know, I'm going to be there for a few days.
Be here a while then, huh?
Yeah.
You'll be here for a while?
For till probably maybe the 20th.
Oh,
So about 2
Okay.
weeks.
all right. Well, we'll get up north. We'll stop there.
Hell yeah.
They do have
Hopscotch, I
short
just
hours,
found a
though.
meme that I stole because I needed to give it to you.
Uh-oh.
I feel guilty every time I steal those things, but I do it.
You don't feel guilty.
I did feel guilty for a while. I don't now.
For a
You're
little.
right. Well, once I figured out everyone else is stealing them too,
What are you stealing?
the memes off of Facebook, it's like
From the
a
heart
treasure trove there.
in the world? To every boy.
Oh
And
my
then I'm
God.
making videos out of them for my YouTube audience.
Social media is evil.
Yes, it is. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't have been. It should have been great. It should have helped us get beyond and be better human beings. But instead,
I'm afraid that you're missing the point that human beings can't be better human beings
we
on the
can.
whole.
Yes,
That's the
we-
trouble.
Nope.
I
Individually,
don't know.
we can. George Carlin approves individuals, not groups. And
That's
that
true.
is absolutely true. I've seen some scientific
Supposed to have made
shit
us
about
better people. We should have been already a hive mind and shit.
Hive mind.
What?
Yes.
Yes, brother.
Huh? Okay, what?
We're becoming the Borg.
Oh.
Yes.
No,
Resistance
hive
is
mind, bad
futile.
idea, unless
That's
they've
right.
unlocked our brain. If they've unlocked our brain with nothing else but our brain,
Look, I'm gonna
we're
do
supposed to hive, that's fine.
I'm gonna do
But
the
I
thing with
not
Elon,
implant
but
something so that we
I'm gonna
hive.
wait
I don't
till
want
there's
that at
a
all.
couple of thousand that have been implanted before I let Elon stick anything in my head.
There we go.
But then I'm gonna let him do it because who doesn't want to be connected to every brain on the planet?
I don't.
Come
Like the
on,
You
Borg?
people scare me. I
You
don't
know,
understand humans. I
I
don't
don't
want
know
to be
what I don't
connected
want to know
directly
what's
to their
going on in
brains.
everybody else's mind.
Yeah, but we got
No.
like 15 more versions of Elon's technology before it even becomes useful. Right now, what can you do? Move a dot on a screen. That's it.
exactly.
And that's huge for people that can't move nothing.
You don't just stick it in there.
Well, that's
You
true.
know?
No, they got one.
There's
The second guy who has one in his head is playing Call of Duty or some shit. One of them fucking shooting games.
cool.
Nice.
Very cool. Top, Belgian ale.
Huh?
Belgium.
Pretty good.
You
Belgian.
foreigner.
See, it's all right.
Belgium
Belgian
makes the
white.
best beers. They make the best beers.
It's a pretty decent for a beer for not being some fruity matooty thing.
What's the
Pretty
alcohol
decent.
content in that thing?
It's poison.
Let's find out. Out there. Oh, it's got coriander in it.
Yeah, because it's poison.
4.2%.
It's
What's that?
poison.
5.2.
5.2.
Poison.
Because Belgian beers
Well-
can get pretty strong.
Yeah, but
This would be really good with like dinner. And this would be really good.
Yeah, but isn't Heineken like overseas even stronger than what they sell here in America?
No,
Or no?
the
Stronger
same.
somewhere else because America's pussified.
It's the same everywhere.
Can't
But
sell
it's
3.2
brewed
beer
everywhere.
because people are getting drunk.
That's true.
I'm gonna get
We're
drunk.
They
staring
have
at the
they
chicken.
have like 118 breweries worldwide or something.
I don't understand how people.
Because they have a patented yeast that they make the beer from, so it can be taken anywhere in the world, and so long as they have clean water, they can make Heineken beer.
Yes.
But
Yep, that yeast is real important to alcohol making of all kinds.
absolutely. So what they do is they buy up breweries all over the world, and they continue to make the local beer and make Heineken at the same place.
Excuse me.
Although all the Heineken in the United States comes from the Netherlands.
Here. I'm trying to get your kids to eat.
Excuse me, but I got my phone in my shaky hand.
Don't do that.
Ooh.
Trying to put it someplace where
It's a trick.
It's a trap.
It's a
Everything's
trap.
a trap.
We were attacked.
there.
Haha, I got the baby.
That's more better.
More better.
Not the best better, but it's more
Oh,
better.
don't
You
get
can
cat
have
food.
all the beer in the
Whoops.
world. You can drink as
Lost
much
my
as you
head.
want.
Now, see,
I will
that's
never
not nearly as good as it was. Now, what did I do that was different? There we go.
I will smoke weed till the day I die, but
There you go.
Cheers. Although it's windy out here, it's not working out for me.
Oh, okay.
It's a bit windy in here.
Oh. The kittens just started eating cat food yesterday. And there you go. You can eat now.
I
You
guess
know that
it
good
to the
now?
bed. He hasn't been eating.
Yeah, good, doesn't it? Where's your brother, sister? Where's your brother, sister?
I don't know a whole lot about Candace Owens, but she gave the world a beautiful quote when she said, "Life's tough, buy a helmet." I've said that twice to 2 different millennials in the past 2 weeks, and it works. They shut up and go away.
Really?
Well, that's because you're being obnoxious.
Yes. They didn't know what to say to that.
Some of them should be wearing helmets anyway. So.
Into a brick wall.
Hey, wearing a helmet's not that big a deal for kids. I mean, kids that aren't, younger than Gen X is
That's a
kids.
helmet, honey.
That's what I'm
Honey,
saying.
honey.
I'm saying.
They wore helmets with their bicycles and their rollerblades and whatnot.
Drive on
Yeah,
the special
well.
white bus. Okay, it's not
We
a good-
didn't wear any
Ooh.
helmets on our bicycles. In fact, we used to ride them into walls. Okay.
Yeah.
Down big hills and fall off and road burn and all that.
Yep. Hell yeah.
That's how you learn about life. Okay.
What's up, Legendary?
Hey,
And adults
Legendary.
didn't teach us how to play sports either. We learned it from other kids.
Yep.
It's ridiculous
know-
what happens today. What do adults know
At
about
least back then,
playing baseball? Crazy.
at least back then, kids would get their accents, their speaking accents, from their friends more than their parents
There.
because they were around their friends more.
Yeah.
But then now, I'm thinking the whole of the accents are really gonna the edges are just gonna be gone off of them, and they're just gonna all start to morph into something more one
Mainstream.
thing,
Well-
Yeah, because from the minute that they're, these things, we hear people talking without accents or with so many accents. I mean, it's just,
I'm more concerned that kids are morphing into their parents' minds. In other words, we're not progressing mentally. Okay. We have conservative kids that, when they should be progressing.
Bedazzled.
Kids are thinking like their parents, and that's not a good thing.
No, back in the day, it was very important to absolutely reject everything that your parents ever said or thought or did. And it was also wrong, and we were supposed to do it different and better. Is that not the way it is still?
Can you imagine if we had like a Generation Z president and vice president? It would be scorched earth all across America.
I mean, they're little.
Like
so little.
Policies would be shut down. No, we never needed this anyway. Get rid of that.
People tend to grow out of their idealistic stuff as they get older. So,
well, some do, yeah.
Or at least it softens and gets more realistic because ideal is not realistic. Whereas, reality. Yeah. You take what you can get, I guess.
Yeah, I guess people grow into their 401ks or something. That's what it is.
Oh, Lord. Fudge sickles. Yeah, it is way hot out there. I don't know what I was thinking. Do not know what I was thinking. Hey, it's 4:20, y'all.
Oh, cool.
Hey, y'all, I just wanted to give real quick Caucasian Sasquatch some recognition. He's been playing a lot of stuff like the Elon's interview with Trump and stuff like that, that a lot of places you can't see it. And he's been playing it on his channel for people to view. And I'd like to say thank you, Caucasian. Thank you very much.
He's a current events cryptid.
Yep.
See, the worst thing I ever did was abolish the draft.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. People
Why?
should have to serve 2 years of some kind of government service.
That's mandatory service. That's not a draft.
It doesn't have to be military service. It's some kind of government service that gets them out of their environment, sends them into some other kind of environment where they have to live with people that aren't their own. Okay?
Yeah, so there's lots of examples of that around the world. North Korea is one. Russia is one. China is one. This is why I just automatically thought that was a bad idea.
Well, no,
But
there's a lot of countries that have it, like, 2-year service, 2 years schooling paid for. Like Israeli Mossad is mandatory service for at least 2 years after your schooling and stuff. And
yeah, I got stuck after China. I knew there were more.
yeah, there's a lot of them, and I think it's an actual benefit for the society that happens in, because sometimes there's no other way for that person to get any schooling because they're just poor family and can't afford it. And this gives everybody an opportunity.
I think Spliffy's frozen. Now he is
Maybe.
really good at quiet as a mouse, still as a rock. He's the best.
Right. You could serve 2 years building houses for the poor. You could spend 2 years working in an office, learning office skills. You could spend those 2 years doing something,
Yeah, and they really need to redo the
poor.
schools so that people are prepared for actual life.
Yeah.
When they get out of it, how to balance checkbooks and all that stuff. That was a course you could take in junior high, probably high school too, but you didn't have to, and there wasn't any place else you'd learn it.
Yeah, I know. I worked for a bank, and they taught me all about finance. They taught me how to write a check. They taught me about stocks and bonds, and they taught me all that stuff the first 6 months I worked there. They concentrated on education,
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good, and because that's what they're supposed to do is further the education and learning the skill set of the people that are working there, so that they can be best workers and team, and there's no I and bullshit and all that.
Yeah.
So that people have loyalty to a corporation. Well, the corporation shouldn't have become a person and then went around fucking everybody over, because now we aren't loyal to it.
Yeah. And Stouffer's catered the lunch. Lunch came with the job. It was really cool.
Hey. Yeah, you have to have like a perfect credit thing to be able to work at a bank, which I thought that was weird when I first heard it, but I get it now.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know what your credit score had to do with you working, because that seems to me like to be a holy shit, I don't get paid enough at my job kind of problem.
Because they're under the assumption that either you're poor and are at risk to work at a bank, or you have no credit, so you're not sociable in the world, so you're a risk to work at a bank.
I had 0 credit at the time. I had just come out of the military. In fact, credit cards were brand new.
Really?
I got a MasterCard from them. So,
I remember in the early 70s.
They were MasterCard.
Yeah, I remember seeing the things about MasterCard being new, and everybody was so excited about it, even though I was all of 9 years old or whatever. But
yeah, well, Diners Club, I think, was the first one.
Yeah,
and
I think so too.
Ooh, a Diners Club! You couldn't even get one.
I think that's something we could have gone without in this country. Credit cards. That's really put a lot of people in the poorhouse.
Capitalism.
Well, and everybody's got debt because of them, damn near.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When they took all the regulations off, well, okay, not all of them off of everything, but a lot of stuff has been deregulated and whatnot. But it's probably time for a new system anyway, because that's what you got to do. You got to keep updating the system and keep everything running. But we tend to get caught with 200-year-old freaking laws on our books that sound ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because there's no updating.
You're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it should be part of the cop's job.
Forget about it,
What are you doing climbing on me, cat?
We absolutely need a new tax system, because when you're working for somebody and they pay taxes on what they pay you. And then you pay taxes out of what they pay you. And then you pay taxes for what you spend. and then you pay taxes if you save too much. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we dumped tea in a harbor over double taxation and whatnot. What if we dumped our own tea?
You know, for the first 100 years of America, we didn't have taxes in this country.
Oh, just new. Oh, nope, lid's still on that motherfucker.
I mean, we survived. They survived. They still built roads. They found a way.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it was a lot of individuals helping to make that be. It's a whole pioneer kind of spirit thing. And, you know, that was going on where we worked together because we were building something new and great and all that. I'm sure it was an exciting time. All that, but it's tarnished a little at this point.
And I can only imagine, like, the first 100 years, America made money by selling the land it stole to the American people.
God,
Exactly.
Didn't need
they had
taxes
land
then.
grudges.
man.
They
Yeah,
had
that's a
land
whole
grudges.
nother travesty.
So
We really are horrible people, Americans. It's just people in general. We really are horrible on this planet.
Humans. Now,
We're terrible folks.
It might be because we're just not far enough removed from animals. So we're still thinking in that base, I must survive, my progeny must survive kind of way. So we can, and because our brain's so complicated, we can talk ourselves into thinking the shit things that we do are actually good and fine. And that's what we were supposed to do.
And it's no different anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
It's not just Americans. People are the same everywhere.
Yeah, it's a trip.
Because, I mean, I've been to the Netherlands a number of times, and we took a tour bus trip from the Netherlands to Belgium. And the bus driver, the tour guy actually, made disparaging jokes about the Belgians, you know. So it was kind of weird, you know.
I always thought they must be fancy because of the way their names sound. It's associated with waffles that are crazy, and it's just a tiny little place out in the middle of nowhere, as far as I know. You know,
their name's associated with waffle.
You seen them little critters? They got huge wells in them.
Yeah, Belgian waffle.
You can put lots of stuff in it.
It's a cool place. Now, Brussels is just I don't know. It's not much of anything, but
the only experience I have in Belgium.
Antwerp is a cool town.
That's World War II. Medal of Honor did a pretty good Belgian board.
But Antwerp, Belgium is like a quaint little town. You can't even drive through it. It's all walking streets.
I wonder if that's why we call little nerds twerps.
I don't know, maybe. But
etymology is cool.
they have a fountain. They have a fountain with a little kid pissing into it.
Right on.
And they dress it up different times of year. We were there at Christmas, and it was dressed up as a bishop in red and white. You know,
that's cool. That's cool.
That's cool. We got a bumper sticker with a little boy pissing.
His name is Calvin.
That's right.
I had a friend that ran a vinyl sticker and magnet business, and he designed his own little dude with the spiky hair and did it different. It was a different little dude, so he could avoid copyright. And he sold the shit out of those in Springfield, Missouri. I thought that I saw. I could have swore that I saw a meme with his little boy on it the other day, but then I don't know if I might have took a screenshot. But Jesus, I take 500 screenshots a day, and I never go back and look through them hardly, except for the memes, so I can make videos and put them on stupid Facebook. God, it takes so long to cool back off these days. Ugh.
That's why you just stay in the air conditioning. No use going outside.
I
Oh,
say
I
you
got a
mother.
garden and stuff, dude.
I'm working on straight up freeze drying myself.
Freeze dry yourself.
I keep it like 69 degrees, and I'm in Georgia.
Oh, jeez.
59
Yeah.
degrees, 68.
I spent a freaking mint for that couple of freaking degrees, man.
Wait, I got a question for you guys. And Sasquatch just brought up freeze dryers. Do any of you ever like canned or jarred anything?
Yeah.
And how long does it usually take you? You know, with the
From like, okay, assuming you've got your stock frozen, right? That you have it all available. It's just right there. All you gotta do is take it out, chop it up, do the thing. I would plan to have half a day open for doing it, depending on how big of a lot you're doing. If you're only doing
okay, hold on. Now, once you have all that done, you got it in jars and you put it in the pressure cooker. How long in the pressure cooker?
till it's done.
Rough
That's what
estimate.
I mean.
Hour, 2 hours.
It could be an hour. It could be much longer, depending on the mix of the pressure cooker, what the weather's like, how hot it is outside, what the pressure is outside. It's just, I can't tell you that it's going to be 40 minutes.
I just jarred out some spaghetti sauce, 42 cans in about 22 minutes in my freeze dryer.
At a freeze dryer. Okay.
I've never done it before. I decided to try it, and I was amazed. I had 2 days planned out for this.
Right.
3 different batches.
You got vacuum zippy bags?
No, I did them in jars, and I put the jars in the freeze dryer, and I turned on the vacuum pump because what a freeze dryer is, it's just a metal tube in there, and it freezes the outside, but the inside is a vacuum chamber that heats up.
Did you do it?
Huh?
Did you do it hot? Did you boil your sauce before you did it?
I did the first batch. I did it cold. The second batch, I had it warm. Doing it warm, they seal quicker. Doing it cold, it took about 1 minute and 20 seconds to do 12 jars.
Well, you need to keep those separated. I don't know this. It depends on how acidic your tomato sauce is, how heavy your tomato base, whether or not you added vinegar. There's all kinds of things. But if you didn't boil the sauce directly before you poured it up, even if you pull off a bunch of air, that doesn't actually pasteurize it. There's still living critters in it, right? So here's my prediction. Your cold ones will eventually grow a mold across the top, and your boiled ones, the ones that are pasteurized, should keep from now till doomsday.
Well, both batches were cooked. Just the first batch was finished. I put it in the fridge, and then made the second batch, put it in jars, and I did, like I said, I did one warm, one right out of the fridge, and I put them on 2 different shelves because I'm watching them. I'm going to watch them.
What you're wanting to do, and this sounds nuts, what you need to do when you're doing that type of canning is, here's the thing, canning doesn't just seal it from the outside. The boiling process also sterilizes everything in it. So just pulling a vacuum on it doesn't necessarily sterilize it. And the time period between it boiling when it was cooking and sitting in the refrigerator and getting cold is time enough for colonies to form.
Okay.
Your best results are going to come from as soon after boiling as you can physically fill the jars.
Right into it. Okay.
Right. And then set them probably in cool water when you're doing the actual vacuum process. And they'll probably seal up really, really, really quick, but they'll also keep forever.
You didn't dry out tomato sauce and freeze dry it so you could put it in baggies and stuff, and you just add water later.
No.
I filled up the jars with the vacuum in the thing. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, and I spent about 16 hours making tomato sauce out of ingredients all out of my garden.
It's awesome.
Right. Well, that was what I was saying about when you're canning, right?
Yeah.
It taking as long as it takes, because when you fill the jars, it's on loop, right? And then you boil it under pressure until what's in the can starts boiling and becomes pasteurized. And then when you pop the pressure off, the atmospheric pressure pushes down on the little rubber O-ring. And after it's sealed, it is sealed independently of that little ring that you screw down on.
Yeah.
That little ring to screw down on, it's just there so you can't accidentally pop it off.
Yep.
So a lot of
And you should buy new lid. You should buy new lids every time, even if you're reusing jars.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Lids are absolute must if you're serious about it. Now there is a little
Well,
doohickey.
that's why I'm running the experiment. Did one warm right out of the pan and into the jars and in it, and one kind of cold in the fridge. Because each month I'm going to open a jar and just over the next few months see what happens.
All right. Here's my prediction.
Yeah.
In the first month, there'll be virtually no difference between the two.
Yeah.
By about the second month, end of the second month, the ones that were canned cold will probably start having an odd metallic flavor. Don't eat the odd metallic flavor.
Okay.
I'm mad scientist around with my cannon because I get too many cucumbers or something, and then I just make a bunch of refrigerator pickles. I use all my old spaghetti jars and stuff that I saved with the screw-on lids, and then boil up the stuff and stuff it down there and pour it on top and close it and just stick it in the very back of the refrigerator, so it gets really cold and seals down and everything. And as long as it stays in the refrigerator, it lasts a long time. But probably longer than it takes me to eat the pickles.
Right. I grew up on a farm, and every right about now would be the right time. We'd end up having about 2 weeks of canning and gelling and preserving stuff.
Yep.
Everything from side meats, buckboards, everything.
Yeah, I'm not country. I'm southern, but not country.
I'm real country.
Are you a little bit of rock and roll too?
Definitely rock and roll.
More of a Jim Morrison type myself.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Donny Osmond and Marie.
That makes you Marie, dude.
I know you want to see me in a dress.
I do real bad.
Woohoo!
That goes for all y'all. Oh, someone's here. It's Spliffy again.
Spliffy's back.
Yes, I am.
Spliffy's back.
I still don't know how to get on here with my laptop, and my battery's running low. So.
Oh yeah, I'm stuck to the charger. My big long cord got a short in it, and so you know what that means. And so I only got this little short one right now. I can barely lay it on my pillow.
It's not a long cord; it's a short cord.
There you go.
Does your laptop have access to the internet?
Oh yeah, it's sitting here right in front of me. I'm on the stream.
Can you get onto YouTube with it?
That's it.
I want to hold him still so bad.
No, right? I mean, it's motion sickness all day long.
I'm sorry.
Maybe I'll go to help you.
Try to help you.
This is hard.
I'm a terrible person. I do apologize. I know you can't help it, man. I was just joking.
Actually, he's a lot better in his one hand. He had that surgery. They shot lasers through a water bag. And
I had that.
Yeah.
I had that.
Yeah, we know.
It's ultrasound, but they did it on my right side, and I can't do anything with my left. So if I hold my phone, I can't smoke weed. I can't drink my Cayman Jack. I try to.
Hey, man. No fear. There's no fear, bro. They make these little weed chocolates now that they will blow your mind. You don't have to smoke a damn thing.
Well, I like smoking weed though. I like the
Go
taste.
get you a Snickers, man. Go get
That's
you
my
one of
dad.
those
Dude,
1,000 Snickers.
I need some edibles around here. We don't have those in Virginia, man. I'd love some gummies for the plane flight tomorrow.
Dude, no, let me tell you. Get you 1,000 milligram Snickers. It comes in 2 little bars, 500 milligrams each, right? Eat that first bar, and about the time you get the munchies, eat the second one because you don't even realize you're high yet. But give that first one about 10 minutes to kick in. That second one will set you off the rafters, son. Dude, I was nervous. Like, I've been smoking weed since I was 12. I ain't never come across nothing that rattled me. I'm sitting in the living room. My wife comes in, looks at me, and goes, "What's wrong?" I said, "I ate both of them." She said, "Both of what?" I said, "Both of them."
Oh my god!
Slapping a Snickers wrapper at her. It's not really a Snickers. She's not getting it. And I'm just maniacally because it's so funny to me. And she finally took it, walked out of the room, comes back about 10 minutes later, holding the wrapper, looking at it. She's like, "You realize that's 1,000 milligrams now?" I do now.
That's so crazy.
Dude, I'll do a 70 milligram hot chocolate and be just fine for the night. 1,000 milligrams? I'd go take a nap.
See, I didn't know. See, here's how it happened. It's not. There's none of that around here, right? And I had a buddy of mine that had flown in from Florida, stayed overnight, and then left and went off. Or they flown in from California, left and went to Florida. And when he left his Snickers in the refrigerator. But I didn't know there was anything weird about them. I just opened the door. I was like, "Free Snickers." I ate that first one. I thought it had a little bit of a kind of taste to it that I couldn't quite put my finger on. It tasted real familiar, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it. And then I ate the other half of it, and I was sitting there looking at the wrapper. About the time that butterflies in my stomach feeling hit me, and I turned it over, and it was like 1,000 milligrams. I said, "Oh no!" You know that meme from the monkey that's just saying, "Oh no." That was me. That was 100. Oh no, no.
I make edibles.
Yep.
And edible chocolate bars. And I made the chocolate from scratch. I did when I was afraid to close my eyes.
That's good stuff, bro. I like some of that stuff.
And I talk without holding on to shit. Okay.
I got a tradition around chocolate.
So, and I sold the other one to a guy at the bar. Not to eat at night, and both of them did. And I was afraid to close my eyes because of what I saw on the insides of my eyelids every time I did.
Yeah, I get it. All those damn snakes. I understand. I got a tradition around chocolate. Like I said, I grew up real country, like way off the grid, so to speak. My parents kind of they were loners, to say the least, right? So there wasn't a whole lot of publican in my in my childhood, right? I didn't get out much, to say the least. But we had a bit of a tradition. Anytime the power went out, it might be out for a couple of days. So the very minute the power went out, right, clock started ticking. Within an hour, once the hour mark was up, the power's been out for over an hour, we make hot chocolate. And this is something that is so ingrained in me. I live in the middle of town today, and it's so rare for power to be out for more than 5 or 10 minutes here that every time the power goes out, I reach over and hit the button. And if it's out for an hour, we're having hot chocolate. Whether it comes on or not, I don't give a damn. We're having hot chocolate. So I was living with a dude name was Jim, and a buddy of ours named Russell. And we're out in the middle of nowhere at this trailer, and the power goes out in the middle of the night. I went and rummaged through the cabinets and found some old hot chocolate packets that were in there. Went out back, made a fire, and made me some hot chocolate. And my buddy Russell was freaking out. He was freaking out. He's like, man, if we don't get any power, damn heater's not going to come on. It's going to be cold as hell. I said, here, have some of this. Kind of blowing the shit out of proportion, ain't it? It's really not that bad, is it? No, it's not nearly that bad. I mean, how can it be that bad if we've got hot chocolate?
No doubt. No doubt. Yeah, I just had this. That's what I was showing y'all a minute ago. THC is great. I mean, it was kind of like grape Kool-Aid, but tasted like weed was in it. He said that I should only have like one little shot glass. These are my shot glasses. They're red Solo cups. Anyway, I should only have one, maybe a little bit more than one. And so I did a video, and I was like, well, here we go. drink. And then it was like, well, it's been an hour and 15 minutes. Cheers. And I went and did another one. I drank the whole thing by the end of the night. I never would have admitted I was high or anything, but I was fucked up.
I'm going to go dead pretty soon here. So, you know.
It's because you're a weakling.
He just had surgery.
It's weakness. Pain is weakness leaving your body.
Stronger.
I'm just playing, brother. I'm sorry. I might be a little standoffish. I didn't get my nap in today.
Oh, don't worry. I had mine in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave me general anesthetic, so I protect my peace because I'm evil. I couldn't read it all. It was
I protect my peace because I'm evil as fuck when I'm mad, and I don't like that side of me.
Yeah.
It's just a general warning. I think everyone should know.
I'm no fun. I fell right over. There we go.
Too many people got a different idea of who I am. They think I'm so sweet. I'm not.
You should always enjoy all sides of yourself.
I enjoy me up and down and all around. I'm good.
Well, I'm
I'll
aroused.
stay with you till my phone goes dead, so which shouldn't be very long. I already got 2 warnings. So
Oh, let's see if I can flip my camera without kicking myself.
I don't know. How can you eat your meat if you don't have any pudding?
How can you have your pudding if you don't eat your meat?
Okay, there we go.
I'm still aroused. Why?
Huh?
Nothing.
It's that cryptid thing.
Look at all these benches. They're built in between the 4x4s.
Yeah, I remember when you were talking about getting ready to do that.
Yeah, and this one's a kid bench version of it. It just pops out and sits up.
Cool.
But all of those, just the legs pop up, and the whole thing becomes a buffet table all the way across too.
You have to move the pot?
Yeah, the pots sit in this area
Okay.
when I have it out, and then I just walk up through here.
Are those
Cool.
pot pots?
No. Oh, but I want to show you the kitchen. This is my project I currently have going on. Like, all the walls look like that originally.
I hate that stuff.
I'm turning it into that because it matches the floor.
There you go.
And then on this wall, from here all the way to there, I'm putting metal sheeting behind it.
Right. Are you going with tile sheeting, or are you going to do a single, like a brush nickel or brush chrome?
No,
Stainless?
4x8 stainless sheets, 4 foot by 8 foot. I got 3 of them coming to put in, and then I have a white marble countertop going in too.
See, I'm not a huge fan of marble for countertops. Marble, when you're looking at it in a showroom, it looks phenomenal, but it does react to stuff, and so over years it kind of, depending on the marble, of course. I mean, of course, you can accidentally create damage to it, things that can't be washed away. You know, not easily.
Yeah, like red sauces and stuff.
Oh God, dude, my aunt spilled some freaking some type of like chicken tikka sauce or something on her counter. Her husband had a heart attack.
Yeah.
She just, well, I can't remember what happened. She turned everything off, and I think she left a spoon hanging out, and the cat got in it or something like that. And so, like, there's this big orange splotch in the middle of her beautiful orange, like, it's kind of a pink marble with black folks in it. Beautiful.
Oh yeah.
That's
So it
terrible.
looks like murder took place in it.
And then you get my view and my laundry hanging up.
Take her out back and have her dig a hole.
Gorgeous dog pounds, just gorgeous.
This is what I have coffee to every morning. And I love when it's cloudy and foggy because it only comes down halfway on the mountain. And it's like you're living in the clouds and stuff, it seems. I don't know.
And where is this?
Appalachian Mountains in Virginia.
Oh, son, we in the same neighborhood. I was just fixing to say, like, my backyard cloud forest over here. It is my backyard cloud forest. It's just way over yonder. See, I'm on the tail end of Appalachian foothills down in Georgia, right on the peak. So, like, we're just high enough up that the clouds come across the top of the buildings.
Hey,
Right.
Al.
Al, SoCal, what's up, baby?
Whoops. There we go.
I love Al. He's the best. What a heart, man. What a heart. Activism is our civic duty.
Yep. I served.
Dude, I want to sue the state of West Virginia.
For being so close to you?
No.
Stealing your name.
For not changing its name. I have to say this correctly, southwestern Virginia. Because you want to know where West Virginia is? Northeast of me.
Well, of course it is, because that's like Arkansas and Kansas. It's Arkansas, but it's Kansas.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and us in Illinois, we have an agreement. We'll neither one of us say the S's at the end of our states.
Yeah.
In solidarity.
Solidarity.
I said Illinois my entire life until I realized I didn't like people saying Arkansas. And I went, oh, fuck y'all. And then somebody brought it up about Illinois, and I was like, yeah, I did just say Illinois. And then
lady,
it went on.
you're calling me, stop it. You stop it immediately. Your name is Snarkensaw.
And my name is Snarkensaw. It started off as Snarkensaw. Until Star was reading it in the chat. I had written Snarkensaw, my Snarkensaw attitude or something into the chat, and he looked down and he went Snarkensass, and I went, that's my name.
One of my favorite things to ask when I'm interviewing people is, how did you get the name of your channel? Because most people don't do what I did, where I sat down and went over 10,000 different names until I found the one that just kept coming back to me. Because I'd be like, I'm going to start a YouTube, to anybody that would listen, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, and this is the list of names I've got off the top of my head right now. Blah, 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 blah. Caucasian Sasquatch stuck so quickly that within a few months of starting the actual channel, most of my family called me Sasquatch.
Hey, Star, speaking of the Star, there he is.
There you go.
Did I send you a link, Star? I think I did.
You know, that's how the dog pound was created in a way. Because I was out here as Lost Dog, and then YouTube like canceled me because I was just being a dick out here with music and movies. And so I had to make a new channel. And, you know, I put out there, you know, what do you guys want to be called? And like my viewers named my new channel The Dog Pound.
That's what I call my bedroom.
The dog found. The Sasquatch den.
My name,
The boneyard.
you know, a spliff is a spliff. Hurricane thing came. Dog and I were sitting around one night, and I decided to do a weather thing. It's still up on YouTube. It's Hurricane Spliffy does, and I just did a goofy ass weather report. We hung a world map up in front of the curtain here in the living room, and I did a goofy ass weather report. And Hurricane Spliffy was born. So
yeah, the best
it was a long time ago.
the best line from that original video I still remember today. Spliffy up there giving the weather report in front of a map, talking about Florida hanging out down there like a dick on the U.S.
Florida was America's spawn, and that if that case in Arizona and California are crapping out crapping out Mexico, I think is what. Yeah.
And the weather tomorrow, it'll happen.
Florida, being America's song, I got that from The Simpsons. Homer said that one time. A lot of them.
I thought you were going to say the hippy dippy weatherman, George Carlin.
I did a lot of hippy dippy weatherman in there too as well. But then I added some of my own shit too. So
Hey,
Like-
Snarky.
like California and Texas crapping out Mexico.
Yeah, Cockspot.
That was
I
original.
got a show to do tonight.
Well, thanks for dropping by, man. I appreciate it. I might even resubscribe to your channel.
I'm not gonna hold my breath on that one. What I was getting at is
Get that.
have you come across ELFM 1983? That's the channel name.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. So he was a paranormal channel that was doing interviews with people, doing the whole paranormal reviews of various ghost hunts and whatnot like that. And he had some sort of a cardiac event that killed him graveyard dead. And he came back from it. And he approached me a couple of weeks ago, was like, hey man, you know, I kind of
Near
want to
death
talk about
experience.
your death experience, and I was wondering if you'd like to host the show. And I was like, sure. And the day I agreed to it's the day I got my strike. So right after I set everything up, I get my strike, and I had to go back to him and be like, all right, look, I've got several people who do excellent work that I'm willing to hand you over to if you just want to do it this week. But if you can wait 7 days, he's like, it's no problem, man. We can do it next week. I said, fine, cool, great. Right. So that's tonight. That's in about 2 hours. Well, see, it's 6, 7, 8. Yeah, in about 2 hours.
Cool. Yeah, I love near-death experience stories. I think that is one of the most, of all the woo-woo stuff out there, that's probably the most realist one, you know?
I mean, I kind of feel the same way about it because, you know, of all the quote unquote woo-woo stuff out there, near-death experiences and Bigfoot are probably the two most likely to be true, in my opinion. So,
Probably.
I mean, it depends on how you define Bigfoot. And you know my philosophy on that. On odd days, it's a hobo in a fur coat, and on other days, it's an unknown species. The creature that I saw myself was a bikini wax away from voting Democrat. So it's just so close to human, it might have been a person.
Maybe I won't resubscribe.
What the hell?
All right, folks. Much love. Don't let the man get you down.
Love you, Cockspot.
Love
Take it easy, man.
Deuces.
Pussy fell off again.
Yeah.
His phone probably died.
Oh, yeah, he did say that, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh man, been a wild, wild week, ain't it?
God, yes.
Hmm.
You know, I was supposed to buy 2 trucks Wednesday. The trucks weren't ready.
Ooh.
And so I was supposed to pick them up Saturday, but now I'm flying out to Illinois tomorrow.
Yeah. 3 o'clock in the morning is when your plane leaves?
It flies out at 6:05. I got to be there
Oh,
about an hour beforehand. It's a small airport, but it's an hour drive too.
so you got to leave at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, we'll leave about 3:30 or so, something like that.
Fallen
Not looking forward
star.
to it. Not looking forward
That
to
is
it.
the way the universe made people.
I can't even read it. Let's see.
Yes, I must admit I have seen some girls in bikinis that look like a Sasquatch downstairs. Like if you've got a Sasquatch downstairs, keep an eye on it.
Hey, I know men that swear by the 80s muff. All this shaving is just a turn off. Seriously, I know people that are just like, no.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Yeah, it's just too much like young people. You don't like that whole mm, 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 mm.
I
He's
did the
like
shaving.
Mad Cat laughing at me. Damn it.
I did the shaving thing once. I didn't, man. It's too much upkeep. You know, if you
The
don't
growing
tend,
back part? Oh my god.
yeah. And if you don't tend to it every day, it's bristly, and having sex is just annoying for the other person, and not worth the trouble.
Yeah, you know. I mean, mow your lawn, but you ain't got to pull up all the sod.
Right? Guys are dumb. They need a treasure trail to follow. Something.
Bless their heart. Oh, Hal's dying. It's hot down there. Sarah was telling me that it was, over 100 where she was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Southern California. And I mean, I know that I'm used to it getting to be 100 during this, during the summers, but we're almost to the end of the summer. And I remember it was hot a while back, but it hasn't been like super duper holy shit hot this summer. Doesn't seem like. Because I've definitely been outside in it,
Anything after about 82, 83, I consider it warm. Anything after 90, I consider it just annoying.
Yeah. Like, I don't know why we don't have ice clothes yet. They make ice bullets, for fuck's sake.
Hey, just think, somebody that grew up in Alaska all their life would come here, and it'd be like 70 degrees. They'd be stripping. I'm so hot.
111 currently in Fontana, California.
Wow.
And that's before the feels like.
Damn, SoCal. You do that too? One of the guys that work for me, he's always like, hey, Siri, what's the feel like? I'm like, what the fuck? And Siri will tell him, it's 93 and feels like 97.
I mean, that's the way the weather gets presented on the news and all, I mean, I guess that's a real thing, I guess. I don't know. It seems a little odd that if it feels like that, why isn't it that? That doesn't really make sense to me, but.
Here's something a lot of people don't know. When you look up like weather on your phone and it says like 20% chance of rain, weather goes by county where you're at, like regional county. And it's not 20% chance of rain where you're at. It's 20% chance of rain in your area. So it may rain and you not get any. So
I mean, that's the way the weatherman does anyway. I mean, the weather's not necessarily going to hit everybody that gets the signal.
A lot of people don't realize that when your phone says like 50% chance of rain, it doesn't mean you have 50%. That's 50% of your area has a chance of rain.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
No.
I looked it up. So some chick told me that. I did the same thing. You're like, no way. Looked it up. Yeah. It's not a 20% chance of rain. It's 20% chance that the area you're in will get rain. Not you, but the area.
Okay,
That's
is the
crazy.
20% the chance or the amount of people that are getting wet?
Basically, the amount of people getting wet.
That don't make no sense.
Didn't make sense to me either. How can they calculate that? Like 20% of my yard's going to get rain today. How you figure that out?
Oh, man.
Right? Some
I
chick
don't
told me
want to
that. It
doubt you,
baffled me.
Dogtown. I don't want to have to doubt you.
Doubt me. It baffled me. I'm like, really? No. I was like, but that's what they were saying. I didn't understand it.
Oh Lord, maybe I'll remember and Google it
I don't know.
later. Something, I don't know. Maybe I won't. It'll probably come up now that we've spoken it aloud. It's went into the algorithm, so they'll be popping videos up about it anytime now.
Oh yeah, you'll come up with something like reading weather reports or something.
Al said we need to do a good thunderstorm, then we can do the rain dance.
Ooh, dancing in the rain.
Hey, I've done it. I love it. I like being out there when I can get rained on. When I'm not, I don't want to be scared. Now, yes, I step outside to see if the tornado's coming right by or not. I'm not in the bathtub underneath a mattress, but I'm not going to be playing outside in the lightning for very long.
That's true.
I'm ignorant.
Damn it, that woman needs a gummy
all night
now.
Last night. No gummy.
Yeah? I know.
No, because I got that vape, it's a Delta, whatever the fuck it is, vape juice stuff cartridge thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
there's so many different things now. I don't know what none of it is.
Virginia needs to get some edibles going. And they oh my God, Snark and Sass. Virginia screwed themselves. What? And there's water all on the beach.
In
the
Galveston.
fact that you're just on the beach, I hate you.
The beach would be
you're
nice.
on the beach, right?
Oh, SoCal's doing what I'm doing, jumping into puddles. Yeah.
No.
Like that kid.
Virginia screwed themselves. They made medical marijuana, right? And then within 6 months, they started handing out cards, but there was no place to buy anything. And people kept complaining and complaining. So they went ahead and say, okay, we'll make it recreational. You can grow 4 plants. Even before there was anywhere to buy any medically, they are missing out on so much tax money.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He says he's watching it on live streaming.
Oh, okay. So he's at home dreaming too. I want to be there.
This is why we're all friends, man.
We all want to be somewhere else.
Kind of.
Now, I could go to the beach. I could go out to Myrtle Beach. I got an uncle that lives out there. I could go stay with him for a weekend and stuff. That's a 9-hour drive, and I walk with a cane. What am I going to do at the beach but sit there?
I mean, if you took all your sandcastle stuff, then you could build sandcastles.
Oh, I thought about that one. That'd be like my beach fun. I just sit here on the sand. You all go
I did
over there.
I've been to Florida one time, and we drove 19 hours, had a complete and utter truck breakdown halfway there. Thank God there was a blank check to get it fixed from the person we were driving, because it wasn't our trip. We were just getting him to where he needed to go. And we just decided to pack everybody up. We'll go on Florida vacation. We like to starve to death, but it was great. But yeah, I went one time and I sat there, except for when the shore waves were trying to kill me and I was trying to save my kid. And I mean, I didn't know that the very edge of the water could be so mean. There were
Oh yeah.
storms out to sea, and so it was a pretty rough, big. It was like a big waves that were coming in, and I mean they were knocking me over, and I'm sitting there grabbing my 2-year-old, and I'm holding him up, trying to get him up above the water. I'm under there drowning, but I'm keeping that kid up because, yeah.
Go mom. Go mom.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God! Whenever we got back from the beach and I went and showered off, there was like shells up places.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, "Oh my God!"
For at least 2 days after a trip to the beach.
It was awful. Shoot. But yeah, I don't remember what we were talking about before that, about why I even brought it up. Beach. Oh, being on the beach. Right. And so I had packed up a bag with all of my really cool shaped Tupperware, some spatulas and some fish scooper spoons, and I packed all my kitchen stuff up and took it down to the beach. And no kids were playing with me or nothing. I'm down there making stuff and digging and making out the ball. Yeah, especially once I realized that it wanted to kill me, so I didn't want to go back in the water. No.
You know, I saw one of those TikTok videos that people put on YouTube and stuff. One of them was this woman complaining. This is what my husband does when we go to the beach. I gave him a shovel. He's out there building a sandcastle, right, in the middle of the day. And then the scene skips to like evening time. This looks like the sun's going down. He's standing on top of the sandcastle he built when he gathered a few other guys around, and he had like his beach towel wrapped like a cape on him and a bucket on his helmet, and he's like, "We are," like dictating. Like, this is what guys do. She's complaining about, and I'm like,
"You build a castle, you are the king."
Right. And I'm watching this just thinking, yeah, that's normal. What?
I would be right there with him. I'm barely a girl, apparently. I'm really just a guy, but I'm a girl. It's really strange and weird, but because we're complicated things, us humans.
I don't know. Men aren't that complicated. She wanted to go to the beach and promised to get her husband a new shovel. He was all for a shovel. Ooh, tool. Let's go. We're simple.
Men really are simple beasts, but they're complicated too.
Yeah, we want love and to be left alone. Oh.
See, I get confused. I'm watching the stoic stuff and all the advice for guys and the incels and whatnot. I'm in there, well, usually under my Suspot channel because there's not a girl on the profile.
Yeah.
So I'm like in there. Well, that's also where I'm putting the philosophy and the mysteries of life because it's Suspot, checking out what's suspicious and anything that's of nature or a mystery. And so I got all the philosophy. I'm going to and sex. There's a lot of sex. There's sex there. Like if you wanted to try to think, if you could figure out the link, you could find something in there. You never know. It's just unlisted. It's not private.
Eventually, one day, you may see it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's actually pretty far down the list now.
We're not talking about her Pornhub channel.
We're not. Not talking about my OnlyFans either. No, we're not talking about it. You hush.
OnlyFans is going downhill, I hear. Like the women that used to make like 100,000 a month on it are making like 10 grand. So
They're like, here, we can set up this thing so that you can do porn from your bedroom and make a living. But now don't put any porn on here.
Oh, God. Yeah, so it had its run. Well, it had its run, but I think it's dwindling out.
Yes, it has to. I mean, there's always, like if you start a restaurant, the very beginning is going to be, it'll either be dead or through the roof. Like you'll either do really good or really bad. So you need to be prepared to be doing bad. But after the new wears off of it,
Yeah.
people quit going so much, and then it's it's really crazy.
Well, that's like even with my freeze-dried candies. Every new store I get into for the first 2 months, I gotta go check them. Once a week. But after that, it goes down to like twice a month. And then, after about 6 months, once a month I go into the store and check the shelves.
Cool.
So, everything's exciting at first, and then it goes down to like normal.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think also humans are easily bored with stuff.
Yes, I am.
It must be her OnlyFans channel then. All right. I told y'all my plan for my OnlyFans is to take my monkeys in a barrel and dress them sexy and pose them in some stuffed animals. Sexy stuffed animals.
You know dang well Snark and Sass is only on the Triple X porn channel under Rough and Ready.
I don't even know what that means.
Because she is ready to treat you rough, baby. Oh.
I was told that I'm aggressive the other day. I was very surprised to hear them say that.
Who did you try and club over the head and take home now?
I didn't do that.
You notice she didn't deny it at all, but that's not this time.
I didn't do that. I'm a pacifist. I can't club anybody over the head unless I can't get their club away from them.
So why were you told you're aggressive?
Probably because I'm aggressive.
Okay, other than that.
We were talking. My 8th grade boyfriend, I was hanging out with him, and I was showing him my channels and whatnot, and we were having, I don't know, he seemed like he was having fun. Most people are like trying to get away from you when you show them your pictures and stuff. But he seemed like he was laughing and whatnot. Anyway, and then something came up, and I don't remember what, but he goes, "Well, you're so aggressive." I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm aggressive. What?" I mean, loud and obnoxious, yes.
Yeah, but you're not like mean and aggressive like some of these crazy younger women out there that are just gonna cuss you out and be like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, I try to be quiet as long as I can, but I do, unless they're a cop, then I start cussing and spitting immediately. That's PTSD, though.
Snark and Sass. The hell?
Have you not seen my Citizen Knock channel?
Yes, I have, and I'm still saying, what the hell?
PTSD, cop-induced trauma. I'm scared of them fuckers, but I ain't gonna let you know it.
It's funny. Out here in Virginia, up in the mountains, we got state police, we got local police, and we got the sheriff's department. And there are tons of cops around here and stuff. Not worried about them one bit. Back home in Illinois, I lived in a crackhead gang area. Ooh. And the only thing I was afraid of when I left my house was the cops. Mm-hmm. Out here in Virginia, I'm like, "Hey, what's up, y'all?" It's crazy the difference.
We watch videos from Virginia, so it's not really a utopia. There's still stuff going on.
Oh no, there's assholes. Like one girl just got out of jail today. A cop arrested her. She had a bowl on her. Well, weed's legal here. That's not against the law. And he asked her, "You've been smoking?" This morning, about 7 a.m. This was like 4 in the afternoon. And he arrested her. Some cops are assholes. Like this cop's got it out for this little group of people, and she's part of that group. Oh yeah, and here the law state you're supposed to get tested if you get arrested for intoxication. They didn't take her down to the hospital. Nothing. They took her to jail. At the jail, they refused to take her because she said, "Take me for a test. Take me for a test." Yeah, so it's just this cop being an asshole to her.
Yep.
And no offense to the
Yeah.
South, but this isn't like Chicago. These people ain't heard of like civil rights lawyers and shit around here.
Mm-hmm.
And so they just take it, snark and sass.
Yeah.
Like some of these cops are just like completely illegal in everything they do. And these people just take it because they don't know any better. Like, did you know if you catch a charge here in Virginia, the Commonwealth of Virginia, they have it in their state law that you lose your Fourth Amendment. They're taking away your constitutional rights.
Well, I mean, if you're under arrest, they will go through your pockets and your car if
No,
it's involved. And
this is after they release you. Like, I know people who are here that already been in jail, served their time, but because they have a felony, they no longer have a Fourth Amendment right. A cop can pull over and search you if he wants. That's what they're doing
well,
here in
I mean, if
Virginia.
they're on paper, they do. Most places they do still have to. But if they're off of their paper and everything,
Yep, that's what I'm saying. And now for like
I
the
don't like that.
rest of these people's life, these Virginia cops think they have a right just anytime they want to stop and search them. No, can't take my constitutional rights away. Fuck you. But yeah, that's the thing here in Virginia. So I say these people have not heard of civil rights lawyers at all.
In the civil rights lawyer, and he in Virginia, or is he in West Virginia, or is he in one of them other ones over there? I get all y'all confused.
I have no idea.
The civil rights lawyer.
The
I don't know.
civil,
He's over there somewhere though. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know, man. But up here on the mountain, this little area on the mountain, shameful.
Crazy.
And the jail's in on it because the jail didn't send her for a drug test before booking her in. So
Yeah.
it's like, how many people?
Because
How many of
they'll
these
all
cops are?
break the law to stay
Yep.
on their little blue line. They'll break the
Yep.
law, break the law, break the law, and it's okay because we are the law. No, you're not, motherfucker.
No. The law is
Mhm.
black and white, and it's written the fuck down. It is not you.
We did that on purpose. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, but at least it's not like in the city. You get pulled over, they call like 5 or 6 backup, and if you get mouthy, you're catching a beat down. You know,
Which is absolutely against the fucking law, these motherfuckers.
Hey, welcome to Chicago.
Hey, welcome to Ward, Arkansas.
Yeah, like cities. That's just how a city is.
That's just how cops are. No matter what, even in teeny tiny towns. Because they think
Yeah.
they own the motherfucker here because they're young, because it's such a small thing. They're like heroes and famous and whatnot when they become the cop.
I learned something at my local bank. The Andy Griffith Show was filmed in Virginia.
Cool.
I did not know that.
I don't know
But
if I did or not.
At my local bank here, they play it 24/7. There's a station here that's just Andy Griffith and some other show. And that's what plays at the bank 24/7, that channel.
Man. I've got so many tomatoes. So many tomatoes. What's my power situation like up here?
I just told my neighbor she could like pick all she wants while I'm gone. So many plants out there, it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen what happened. I have them too close together. They are growing like crazy. They're, like 8 feet long, rolled over, growing in between each other, just
Yep.
spilling out over the square. I've been having to like get all these sticks with Y forks in them and trying to poke them up, pick them up so I can get to the lawnmower or whatever underneath there a little bit. And it's, oh my gosh, it's insane.
Oh yeah, I learned that lesson. I put 6 in an area I should have had 2.
See, and I couldn't tell the sprouts apart. So I got all the different kinds they're not even all next to each other or whatever. Like like and there's a big old banana spider. Think's what it's called. Long pointy legs, and it makes a big old web with a zzz down in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Um, there's one that is living in my tomatoes, and there's just a few tomatoes right there where I'd have to reach past the spider side of the web to get to them. I just leave them. I just left them.
Tennis racket. You get a tennis racket,
Ooh.
and if you clip any tomatoes when you swing at the spider, that's just collateral damage. It's acceptable.
The spider, it's eating things. I think it's eating bad things. I don't think it's a bad spider, but I don't want to play with it. I'm not playing hand patty, whatever the fuck with it.
Yeah, no spiders. I don't like spiders.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan, and it is gorgeous though. I mean, it's beautiful colors and stuff, and it's not jumped off onto me, so good for it. Because I don't know if it does that or not, because I'm not country. I'm not country.
Yeah.
I pretend to be, and yeah, crazy.
I don't know. There's degrees of country.
Yeah, I mean, because I've definitely been learning how to do things that would take care of everybody since I've been, since I started raising the family and all. I deal with a lot of stuff I didn't grow up around. But I'm still not country.
What would we got here?
Make biscuits.
We got about 4 minutes to the top of the hour, and then I'm going to go lay down and get some sleep.
That's cool. Yeah, I'll probably shut it down. Might go later. I don't know. But
well, remember Caucasian
I'm not going back out in that sun.
Remember Caucasian Sasquatch in about an hour and a half.
Yeah, I need to go resubscribe to this channel. or go get on.
Why? Okay. I gotta ask. Why are you unsubscribed from Caucasian?
Just on one channel. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
I went in there with the one channel that's supposed to have a wrench, because the only people that have a wrench are people that been on the show. I felt like it was kind of like my little hat on my head or something. I don't know. It was a source of pride and kind of like a uniform of sorts. And then all of a sudden I went in there and I was like, I don't have a wrench. And I thought, well, sometimes stuff happens. So I poked him about it. And then I thought, well, I won't poke him while he's doing a show. So I poked him in a message app. Mm-hmm. I'm not hearing anything back, right? And he did say on the show, and it sounded like a lie. God damn it. It sounded like a lie. He said, I had to get rid of them. I had too many.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
No, you didn't. And there's no such thing as too many. What's that mean? What? You don't trust me anymore? You don't like me no more? What? I mean, because that's like, I thought I've been being good. You got all these people on there. I would definitely be cussing and calling something, and I ain't been.
I used to hand blue wrenches out just for people to put links up and stuff. And every couple of months, I would clear all the wrenches except like my main 3 or 4. Like Buds and Hazards, Spliffy. You know what I'm saying? And dude, I used to catch so much shit about that. Like, oh, you took my wrench. I cleared them. What are you talking about? To me, it was nothing. It wasn't about, oh, I need to protect myself from other people or moderators to help from troll. It was just, oh, you want to put out your link here? Go for it.
Yeah. And everybody's going to run their own thing the way they want to run it. And it's all acceptable. And it's just like, you just have to know how to act when you go to someone's house.
Yeah.
Some places you have to take your shoes off. Some places you better leave them on.
That's right, people. You come to the dog pound, you better bring sandwiches. Damn it.
Oh, yeah.
I always say that, when you go see an Indian council, you must bring something to present, like tobacco and stuff like that in the old days. So I firmly believe that when you go to see a stoner, you should bring a sandwich,
You know,
right?
or something.
Right?
It's always in my head if I get invited to a party or something, I'm like, well, what do you need me to bring? What can I bring? Is
Yeah.
what, you know, I ask immediately because I've thrown parties where I was like, you need to bring some soda and you need to bring some ice. You hear me? You know?
That's what you call a community party.
For real. You know? You never know. I've tried some really neat. That's where I had Greek grape leaves wrapped around. What was it? Meat. It was meat, right? Yeah, it was really good. I don't remember what it was called, but also the honey little dessert
I've
things. Those were really good too.
being married to a Greek wife, I've had both of those, and I couldn't tell you the names of them. Well, I know one's baklava.
Baklava, but I don't remember which
That's
one. I think that's the sweet one.
yeah, that's the dessert.
Hmm.
Let's see, God, yeah, I can't think of
Yeah, yeah, but
olive
that's when
garden.
I think I was in Girl Scouts when we did that. Had a potluck and we had a Greek family, and I was like, "You can eat grape leaves? Wow, I didn't
Yeah,
know that."
I always saw them as like Greek spring rolls, like a Chinese spring roll,
Yeah,
like a
well,
Greek
see,
spring roll.
pasta and spring rolls and sandwiches and pizza, all that stuff is in everyone's native cuisine. Just about,
That's true.
it's just their own version with the
Yeah,
ingredients they had local and available and whatnot.
or
I
a
think it's really neat.
different set of spices or something.
Oh yeah, definitely with spices. Very
Okay, but much love to you, hon. I'm gonna go get some rest. I gotta be up way too early.
hard.
That's okay. When I get there, I can sleep, so that'd be nice.
Yeah, and I'm sorry your family's going through some stuff. I know.
It's all part of life.
It is part of
It
life.
it begins, it ends, and we move on.
That's right.
Okay, much love. I'll talk to you later.
Love you, dog. Well, I'd say this looks like a good place to cut it off and end it. Thanks everybody came by. Sorry that I thought I didn't think it through or something because I couldn't stay out there in that heat. I was just too hot. I had to go. Um, but we'll do garden run and stuff here soon because I'm getting ready to have to tear more stuff down, throw it away, or not throw it away, put it in the mulch. But still, um, you know, it's been a great little adventure here, hanging out with all my boys. I love them fellas so much. I just don't know. There's some good fellas for real. So, peace, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for coming by. Anybody that straggles by later, love you. Activism is our civic duty. Each of us is our own unique little piece of the puzzle. We're all different, but it takes all of us to make the whole thing work. Okay? Love you. Boopy. Bye.